Hi everyone, Lotus here. So today I wanted to talk to you about what you can expect during your first Reiki session and in general during your Reiki session. I have done a previously video about Reiki, what is Reiki and how it can help you, so you can check the previous videos. And if you want to know more about Reiki, just go ahead and watch that video as I go deeper into all about Reiki. Today I want to more focus on the actual session, what you can expect during the session. The reason why I decided to make this video is because I have clients who come to me and they have no idea what is going to happen during the session. And some probably even want maybe to do the session, but because they don't know how it works, maybe that puts them off of doing the session. So I think it's because I'm gonna go overview a little bit about the session. You can then decide and see, will help you to make a decision if that's for you, if that's something you want to do it. First of all, I want just to tell you shortly that Reiki is not a religion. It's a holistic therapy, it's a holistic healing, which just focuses not just on your physical body, but it also focuses on your spiritual and emotional bodies as well. It's focusing on your aura, on your chakras, on unblocking chakras. And as I explained in my previous video, if we going through traumas in the past, traumas in the present, if we do not heal ourselves, then we get physical illnesses because the chakras gets blocked or they go out of balance, the energy is not flowing in our body, and that's how we get ill physically. So for that reason, when we do this Reiki session, we're actually focusing on your chakras and on unblocking them, on getting that energy flow nicely. And together it goes much deeper. It goes to the reason of why your chakras are blocked. It's to the reason why you're getting certain illnesses or certain physical pains or aches or anything like this. So it's also not just a session where you come and you say, yeah, I have sore my hand or sore my shoulder or something like this, and you just get rid of pain straight away. Sometimes the pain is much deeper reason. Yes, Reiki works to ease the pain, to help the pain, but it's not just about the pain. It also goes to the reason why you're having that pain. Because usually the pain is like your body giving you a sign that there is something wrong, there is something needs to be paid attention to or worked on, maybe there is some need healing or something like this. So it goes a bit deeper than just the pain. So first of all, I want to tell you that a session I'm gonna explain is specifically my session, how I do the session. Every Reiki healer might do a little bit differently, and that it's fine as well, because we all have certain guidelines how we need to do the session, but we also have a freedom to adjust the session and listen to our intuition and do the way it feels natural and right for each of us. So we're all human, we're all different. That's why you might find Reiki sessions as well different with different Reiki healers, but that's nothing wrong with that. We just all we're different, and we all use our gifts and our talents and our abilities and knowledge to help you the way we can. Personally, me, I do include in the session also a bit of mindfulness coaching if it's needed for the client, because I'm also a mindfulness coach and a mentor. So if I see that that can help for the client to reach, to heal better, and to get in the place where they want to be, I do use my knowledge. Just simply, I use my knowledge just to, everything what I know to help for whatever is the situation. But it's also very individual, it's also very personal to each of the client. It's never the same. It's never the same Reiki session. But just to give you some sort of guidelines is when I do the first session with the client, I normally start with a little bit consultation. So I get to know the client. I get to know any problems or anything, issues they want to focus on or address on with Reiki, and what they want Reiki to help them with. I ask questions about any illnesses or physical problems, emotional problems, anything like this. I take my notes. It's for me, is because then it helps me also to understand which, already from the physical problems and illnesses, which chakras needs to be healed and which chakras needs to be balanced. Not all the Reiki healers does that, and that is okay as well, because Reiki comes from the divine source, from the powerful source, from universe, God, whatever you call it. It comes through Reiki healer into the person, to the patient or the client who we are healing, goes wherever it's needed in their body, mind and soul for their highest good. So Reiki knows where needs the healing to go. That's why some Reiki healers maybe won't even ask you any questions. They will just go with the session. But it's very individual. I like to ask the questions and I like to understand a little bit more. How can I help? So then I can maybe use some crystals put on the chakras or something. And so that's how I do. I do also give a little bit, very, very short introduction about Reiki to the client if they never done Reiki before and they don't know what it's all about. Because I believe if you know also which chakras needs to be healed, needs to be balanced, and where the healing needs to be sent, then you can also adjust your lifestyle a little bit, maybe the food you eat, you can use crystals, you can use essential oils, and I just give that knowledge to the client if they need to, if it's necessary. So it's also not the rule, but I just feel depending on everyone very personally and individually. Now, when you come to the session, all what you need to think is you're just going to relax. That's all. It's like a relaxation. For the client, there's not much work. You just literally lie down. After our consultation, you lie down, get comfortable. I prepare the room really nice with the lights, with the candles, with some really nice relaxing music, essential oils maybe, and all that kind of stuff. So just to make you feel nice and ambient and chilled, relaxed, feel safe and cozy. So you lie down, you close your eyes. I go through the bit of the guidance of the breathing, and that's all. You just relax and listen to the music. Some people fall asleep, that's fine. Some people have visions and they go like into deep meditative state. That's also amazing. And while I'm doing the healing and while I'm doing what I need to do, we as a Reiki healers, we literally use our palms. Again, it's not a massage. I have to tell you that because I know a few people were asking me if Reiki is a massage. Reiki it's not a massage, but it can be used with the massage. So if there is a professional masseuse who also qualified as Reiki healer and decides to include Reiki during the massage, that's fine. That's also an option. But Reiki as itself is not a massage. So you do not need to take off your clothes. It's done everything with your clothes on. And the Reiki healer always asks if you prefer to have hands on or hands off. So we as Reiki healers, we go to different parts of the body where it needs to be send Reiki energy to the chakras, all the way through the body. I do as well. I love smudging. I love smudging, and I do that before and after session. I really believe that it clears the negative energy, it clears all the toxic energy, and I prepare the room like this. And also I do that before and after the session with the client. So it's kind of release, it's like detox, it's like releases all negative emotions, all negative, you know, anything like what has been maybe built up through the day or through the week or through the years. So the sage and other different ways how you can do the smudging helps to clear all that stuff. So I do that when I start the session. Also, I do on the first session, I love to check the chakras with the crystal pendulum, which helps me to see as well which chakras needs to have to be more attention, needs more healing and balancing. And that gives me idea, then I can help as well and suggest maybe some sort of things which additionally can client focus on the food and all that kind of stuff to help healing that chakras. Basically, it's all comes together and all comes really makes sense with all the physical problems and emotions and all that kind of stuff. I use the crystals as well. Not all the Reiki healers use, but that's an option, and I do love crystals, and I believe that crystals, it's a natural thing. I like all the natural stuff. So crystals, essential oils, I love all of them. Smudging, everything. So it's just the more natural stuff, the better. So I do crystals, put on different chakras and stuff like this. And then I just go with the session, go through all the chakras. Sometimes I stay more time on the specific chakras which needs healing more or which are blocked. And after the session, when I finish, usually I do always grounding and shielding for the client, because that is a very important part of the session. It's help grounding. It helps you to release everything what's negative into the earth, deeply into the earth, and help you to clear your body, clear your mind, soul, everything, clear your auras. And shielding helps you to as well to protect yourself from any negative energy. I'm talking about any negative energy is any negative situations. So negative energy is not just like ghosts or anything. It's negative energy is any emotion which makes you feel bad, sadness, upset, anger, disappointment. This is all negative. It's a negative emotion. This brings your vibration down. So you need to get rid of that, to lift your vibration up, to lift your frequency up. And what lifts the frequency up is obviously good emotions, good positive emotions like happiness, love, all that kind of stuff. So this brings up. So clearing negative energies means that you get rid of all that kind of stuff which maybe you got either from some events what was happening with you, maybe people around you. And we are normal, we all energy, and we all can get some energy from others in a good way or in a bad way as well. And that's okay, that's normal, there's nothing you can do about that. But you can shield yourself. The people never, well, sometimes maybe people have intentions, bad intentions. But sometimes when you're in a bad mood, you don't even know that you're affecting another person. And you don't want that, but that's what it is. That's what happens. And that's how we absorb that negative energy. So from negative events, from negative our emotions, from negative other people emotions. So this needs to be cleared, because if you have so much built up, that's when people get anxiety. That's when people don't know, they can't sit in one place, they can't calm down, because it's like a full glass is overflowing. So to release that, that's what you do. You do grounding. You ground yourself, you release all this negative toxic energy into the earth, into the ground, and then you absorb the loving energy from the earth, from the Mother Earth. The shielding helps you to protect yourself, so you're not so easily pick up on anything around what's not working for you. So you kind of, I'll do the shielding, and I teach my clients how to shield themselves, to help them protect them, because sometimes even we have even family members who can affect us quite strongly emotionally. So shielding is, you imagine like a cocoon or an egg or whatever energy field which is surrounds you with a good, with loving, healing energy, and you, it's like a glass kind of thing which nothing can go through, and that protects your aura, that protects your energy field. So this is the shielding, which I do that every time with my clients, and I teach them how to do as well. It's very important. And then at the end of the session, I do the clearing it again, and then we have a little chat and speak when we finish the session about the experiences. So sometimes I pick up something from the clients, maybe where they have aches or pains. We discuss that. Sometimes maybe I have some sort of visions. So again, we talk about that. And then you as a client, you also might experience different things. You might have nothing at all and just relax, listen to the music, and that's it. Like go to like meditation type of state. You might feel some vibration, kind of like a tingling type of energy in your body, or some parts of the body. You might feel heat, you might feel cold, not all the body, you might feel cold, only one part of the body. Some clients, they start coughing or sneezing, and that's also is like releasing the energy. The energy was no longer working for you. And then again, everyone is different, everyone has a different experience, and also different session has a different experience with the same client. So some clients, they have visions, some see themselves in certain place, maybe they get some sort of messages which is important for them. Maybe they see some people or family members or someone who passed away during the vision, giving them sort of message on something. This is all normal. This is during the session, it's all normal, because during the session we call spirit guides and loving ancestors to help through the session, and they might come in and they might also do their work, help and direct and send some messages, but it's all for the highest good. It's all only love. It's nothing negative. It's allowed to enter, so it's only allowed to enter everything what comes with love. And and then some people might completely go into very deep meditation. Some people might just fall asleep, and that's also good. That's what basically, whatever you going through, that's what your body needs. So that's why I always prepare the clients, whatever you experience during the session, this is what you need to experience during the sessions. Nothing wrong, maybe nothing, or maybe so many things, but that's all needs to be experienced, because that's the process and that's a part of the healing. So that's how we do the session. And then Every session can be also different because you're going through the process, your chakras healing, and the most important that Reiki healing, it doesn't end up only at the session. When you leave the session, doesn't mean that's it is finished. It actually works after the session. It continues continue healing you, and that's why you might noticing Reiki is so powerful. I'm so myself excited about Reiki, because even with my life has changed, so big things happened. And that's what it's all Reiki about, that sometimes you might meet a person which will tell you something, like a message. You might meet someone who you forgot about, might give you a call, and that will be something meaning to you. You might make decisions much easier what you need to change in your life, and which will you will progress to another step, because you kind of activate all your intuition, you activate all your spirit guides, your angels, and your everything, and this is all starts working and starts giving you messages. Maybe you might do the meditation and get some messages. You might do the dream. When you sleep, you might see or have some sort of messages or signs during the sleep and dreaming. So yeah, it's a lot. it's a lot, and it's very deep, and that's why some people maybe get a bit like, whoa, it's a bit too much. But you know what? I always say, who is ready is ready for that. And who is not, maybe it's not the right time. Whatever is the most important to know, that Reiki doesn't do any harm. So Reiki, whatever works, it works for your benefit, for your highest good. Even the situations or anything what happens is to bring you to your to the place, to the right direction, to your path. So, and when you start trusting all of that, it does make sense. It does put everything together. It's all trusting and believing and listening. It's learning to listen to your intuitions, and make those changes in your life, because we all have our path. We all have our reason why we're here in this world. And because we go really, many people really detach from their intuitive side, from their spiritual side. And it becomes all materialistic, it becomes all just physical. Reiki helps you to reawaken that, and then you can see a better picture of your life. You can understand what's happening in your life. You can make better decisions in your life. It just comes much clearer. So my advice, give it a go and try it out. I do the distance Reiki sessions as well, and the distance Reiki sessions is pretty much the same. It's just that we do the consultation over online video, 1-to-1, and you prepare your room with candles and nice and comfortable and cozy and relaxing. And when I do the session, I put the music, I do all the session, I use the crystals to do distance Reiki as well, and we use symbols. Symbols can go to anywhere, basically. We use the distance symbol, which can go to the future, can go to the past, can go to wherever you are in the world. So it's very powerful. And to be honest, when I started doing distance Reiki, I was kind of forced to do distance Reiki now because of all what was happening in the world. I was a bit worried that if it's going to be the session. I use the same hour session. It's not like 10-minute session. You can do the group distance sending in 5 minutes, but I do the proper session like I do normally face to face. And I really focus on that person, and I go from chakra to chakra, and I focus, basically do as much as possible all the same like I would do face to face. And to be honest, I proved myself so many times that, you know what, distance Reiki is not even not less effective as a face to face, but oh my God, it can be so powerful. I'm working with people on the distance Reiki online sessions, and I have also a client who does with me face to face and who comes to me, and also we done distance, and she gets the same sort of effects from the session when we do distance and when we do face to face. So this is really powerful, and I can now tell you that through the distance it actually works as effective and as powerful as a face to face session. Really, can't put my hand on that one, because I was surprised myself. I was a bit worried about that, but actually it is really powerful and it works exactly the same. So you need to just try it, give it a go. If you do want to do session with me, you will see the email below. Just send me an email and we'll book the session. But I hope that make you a little bit clearer understanding what you can expect. And if that's all for you, maybe it's not for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're not there yet, you're not ready there yet. And maybe you will come a time when you'll find that, yes, I want to do that. So we all have our path, and we all have our journey, and we come to certain times and certain places on our own time. So whatever it is how it's supposed to be. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. And if you have any questions about Reiki, if you want to know more about Reiki or certain things, certain topics, please send me an email or comment below, and I will be happy to prepare more videos what's important for you. Okay? Thank you. See you next time. Lots of love. Bye.